going on, guys? This is Alec. I'm making a video because I've seen people paint motorcycle parts or just parts, car parts, on buckets, old boxes, or basically just kind of like stuff that, you know, could be very dangerous for a fresh new paint job. You could drop it, something could happen to it. So these are wooden stands that I designed a long time ago. They're pretty basic in measurements. They were usually around 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall. The legs themselves were about 2 feet, and the tops can vary anywhere from a foot, 10 inches, 12 inches, depending on how you change the top wood here. You could even get a wider for different motorcycle parts. These I designed a long time out of wood, and they worked out really well. So then I had friends make them out of metal. These are my metal ones. I kept them after I retired painting, but they came out really good and sturdy. The good thing about these is you can change the heads on them. So in other words, you could take one of my metal stands like this one, and then you could change a head like this one here, and with this head you could actually tape down 2 side covers, kind of what you see right here, and it was perfect. I made them to where you could insert each head depending on what you needed. Here's one with a gas tank. This one right here is a skinny one. It also inserts, but it's perfect for gas tanks. You see that? Goes in perfect. You don't have to worry about the gas tank falling. It gives you a little bit of curve. That way you could actually take your gas tank and curve it so you could paint it. This is a paint job I'm currently working on. But the good thing about these wooden stands is that you can actually make them in 2 heights. You need this tall one like this for saddlebags. See this? You could actually mount your saddlebag. So when you shoot clear, it'll be an easier way of shooting clear. Alright? See that? It's pretty easy. You can mount it on the outside. You don't have to worry about it falling. See that? It's perfect. You could take your saddlebag. You can mount it on this one. See that? Mounts in perfect. You could tape it from the bottom. Tape it, tape it, tape it. Not only do you have to not worry about it falling, if you hit it, it's not going to fall. It's not going to go anywhere. You could clear it all the way around. Easy to take off. Also very good when you're buffing. That means that you don't have to have that extra hand to help you buff. It's perfect. These are really good for fenders. As you can see, you could just mount your fender on there. You're ready to go. You don't have to worry about it falling or anything. Same thing with the saddlebags. You could even put them up high if you're a taller guy. I'm kind of short, so I usually have the small ones. See that? It's perfect. Tape it up. Then you could take a different size wood, see, and you could actually make a thicker one. This one would be good for your front fairings and your inner fairings. This one's stuck. This one's the metal one though. You could see where I put some tape on there and that's why it's stuck. Kind of stupid, but whatever. But that's what this one was for. The thicker ones were for front fairings. So whenever you're doing a front fairing, you have the thicker one where your fairing will mount it perfect. More comfortable. Now you can make that out of wood. Take a piece of wood about that thick, cut it, and you could actually just screw it on to the wooden mounts and you'll be ready to go. But I've also used things like that to where I mounted these on it. See that? It's perfect. You could take a smaller one like this one and you could actually mount your inner fairings just like that. Put a little tape, see that? And you're ready to rock. The idea was to make yourself look more professional. So instead of having these boxes and I guess crates that you'd be painting on that could also be pretty dangerous in the sense of like dropping your parts, because it happened to me before. You know, you're almost done with this thing, you shoot clear on it and then you drop it, or even a fender. These stands work perfect. Trust me, they're cheap. You can get this wood even at home builder places. Sometimes these guys are just throwing this wood away. It may look dirty. Wash it for any dust purposes. But these are pretty basic. Nothing hard about them, nothing difficult. You could invest money on these metal ones, but you gotta be making, you know, obviously you gotta be more committed to painting bikes. We were at one time. I don't really do that many bikes. But the thing is, like, I scroll through people's videos, pictures, and I always see them painting on boxes. And that just, I guess I must have a little bit of OCD or whatever. Might be a little off in the head, but it really bothers me. So I'm telling you guys, these are sweet. My smaller one is only about 3 feet. It's about basically, you know, it's about 3 feet, you know, 36 inches. That's the height of that one. What I did is I always kept the width the same, about 4 feet. All of them, 4 feet. It gives you good distance in between. And the tops, see the tops? You want to keep them at a 10 to 12 inches. Okay? The tall ones, the reason I made the tall ones was mainly for saddlebags. Because once the saddlebag drops, you still have room to get in there and paint it. It's very comfortable when you're spraying with a paint gun. See? You have enough room to get in there. Okay? You don't bump into anything. And you know your limits. If you have a small spray booth, these are perfect. Check it out. You know, I'll leave you the link to the Dropbox on the paper design of them. But like I said, this will help you out. Now I made these 3, 1, 2, 3 in about 45 minutes with scrap wood. The only thing I spent money on was the screws. You need about 3-inch screws. That way they're nice and sturdy. And you want to add a little bit of more support just in case. Check it out, guys. If you like them, download the PDF. I'll put a PDF or JPEG in a Dropbox file. Let me know what you think, and hope you enjoy the video.